Hi, this is Mike Rob Greco. I am doing a video tutorial for you on setting up calendars, an introduction to Google Calendar. The first thing you want to do is go into your Gmail and then click the waffle and find calendar, and it will open a new tab and your calendar will show up. One of these moments, I'm almost positive that it will happen. There it is. And so you see my calendar, a glimpse. Well, this is actually not all of my calendars because I'm not showing all of my calendars to you. I'm showing part of a bare bones calendar. And I want to show you how to create more calendars. So you'll get a calendar that looks like this. You'll be able to look at just today if you want. You can look at the week. You can look at the month. You can look at 4 days, and you can look at an agenda. So there's all these different ways. I recommend staying on week, or at least that's what I do. And I recommend making multiple calendars for what you do. Now that sounds like it might be confusing, but it's really not. I'll show you why. So create a new calendar, and you put the calendar name, and I'm going to put WSSU PD. So I'll put our PDs on the calendar. So PD dates and notes for 2015, 16. And that'll be my description. I don't need to worry about this. I might, if this is weird for you for some reason, make sure it's on the right time zone. Eastern Standard Time, and you can decide whether to share it with others or make it public. I'll make this one public, and you want to do that if you're sharing with parents or something like that. So you can also share with specific people. I could share with Chris Smith. I share too much with Chris Smith. He doesn't want me to share that. So I'll create the calendar. We can make it public, so all the events will be visible to the world. Am I sure about that? You may or may not. I'm doing it so that you could find it if you wanted to. So here we go. I'll say yes because I'm brave. Let's see. Why didn't it show up here? Here it is. It showed up, and it's green. Now, I just accidentally did that. But you can see how when I click on one of the calendars, it allows me to see that calendar. Now I want to disappear my Michael Rob Greco calendar so I can work exclusively on my SUPD calendar. There's nothing in it, see? But I want to put today's PD. So this is Google, creating with Google Docs. With Google products. I'll just put creating with Google. This is the calendar that it's in. I can select which calendar, create event, and edit event. First, we'll just create it, see what it looks like. Now, it's not 1 to 2, it's 1 to 3, right? So anytime I have a new event, and I could have done that here. There's a new event. I didn't actually want it there. I X out and it goes away. I click on the event if I want to edit it. I edit it here. The time is different. And maybe I actually want to change it to just in-service PD, because I know the in-service happens just about every Wednesday. And so I can see, and it's just about every Wednesday, 1 to 3. Where will it be? Usually at the middle high school. We may move that around, so I'll be able to edit in individual events if that changes. But I know this is going to be repeating. When does it repeat? It repeats monthly. Every 1 month, repeat by day of the week. Monthly on the 3rd Wednesday. It's not quite right. Let's make it so it'll give you the 3rd Wednesday. This time I'm going to make it starts on 10, 16, 10, 14. I don't even know if that's the right date, but 10/14 is where it starts on, and it ends on never. And so you see, it'll be on the 2nd Wednesday now. monthly. And if there are ones that are different or we skip them or there's a building base, I can then find that. I'll save this now. I'll say Google Tech and PBL. Those are my notes. That's what's going on in today's. There's other things you can do in here where it is. I'll remove this because I don't want a video call. I can add other guests. I can invite people. Again, Chris Smith is my go-to guy. So I put him in, or I type a whole email address, and that will send an invitation to them. I can toggle what the event color is going to be. So when I layer my calendars, there'll be different colors. I actually use color codes that are just my own for what are meetings with other people, what are like I can't be changed, what are slightly flexible, and what are things that I need to do on my own, my work that's individual. So I use colors, and you can use them however you want. I want to show you, you can also add an attachment. So I can pick any kind of attachment. These are all stuff from my Google Drive. Find anything in your Google Drive, you can search it, and I'll put in PD and see if I find, technology PD workspace. That's pretty cool. And look, I attached it, and now just think, you could do this for a class. You could attach the homework for that day, and guess what? That homework is only for that day. They can go back and find what was the homework on that day. I missed, I was absent. You can put a description that has a lesson plan, or you can put a lesson plan document in here. It's a way for students and parents to access your work. It's also a way that you can work with colleagues. So on a project, or if you're doing an interdisciplinary unit, you can log what you did, you can plan what you're going to do, and you can do it all in Calendar, and then as it goes away, it goes away. Yet all of your docs, stay in your drive. And if you label them well, you'll be, or put them in folders, you'll be able to find them. So that's the good stuff. And then visibility of your calendar. I think that's all that I really needed to show you in here. Now let's see where it shows up. So it's there. It changed to, where did it go? Oh, it disappeared. Why did it disappear? Because it went to October, and I wanted to do, it was on October 14th. There it is. Interesting, right? And so I want to show you, do I have anything scheduled in October? I'll look on my, looks like I do. I have all these things already recurring. And look, this is that's my PD calendar. Oh, and it's showing up on my other calendar because I have them both clicked. So I can layer these calendars, tasks, birthdays. I don't have any birthdays in there. I can create another calendar, create a new calendar that is like anything. I can create like personal fitness calendar and create it. I don't have to talk about what that is, and it'll show up over here. So you could create a calendar for each of your classes and update them. If I want to, let's not see any of these, and I'm just going to see personal fitness, and I'm going to before our PD, I'll run a marathon, let's see, in an hour, what could I run? I could run 6 miles. Yeah, right. Anyways, I run 6 miles in the morning for an hour. Great. Okay, how's that fit into the rest of my schedule? Well, looks like I'm free so far, and I've got a PD in the afternoon. So you layer those, you get to see a glimpse of all your different schedules and whether they fit or not, and whether there's conflicts. One of the things I wanted to show you also is, I didn't show you this yet, if you edit an event, go to notifications, add a notification. I'll get a pop-up in 10 minutes from right now. It'll pop up on my screen if I'm on my browser. But I may want an earlier, I can go to hours. I want something an hour early in my email because that's where I'm always checking. Okay, so it'll give me an email notification. You can also add notifications that will add gadgets to have notifications make sounds in your phone, but that's an advanced thing. You can, and then look, when I try to save it, This is a whole series of events, the PD, right? Do I want that same detail on all the events or only this event? So that allows you to change one event in a series or change all the events in that series. So let's change all the events. And there you go. And those are the basic, let me see if I covered all my thing. Add recurring events, edit events, notes, invite others, layer views, create multiple calendars, right. So these are all very important aspects of this calendar that should be really exciting and fun for you if you haven't used it. And if you have, hopefully you've learned something new. Good luck.